Hello everyone that's watching. I'm just changing a few things here. So welcome. I'm trying to see if anyone is getting any issues getting into the Zoom call, if we're going to have anyone that's going to join us. So right now we will have, I guess I'll just go to Twitter and other places to see if anyone is waiting for getting into the Zoom call so they can hack together with us. Oops. Etc. Okay, so let's see who responds. Take a look at our meetup.com, and should be going in 10 minutes or so, 5 minutes, 10 minutes tops. We did change the Zoom links and other things like that for the new year, so I'm just going to make sure that they're all up to date and that people can actually find it. This was kind of a quiet release of this particular episode. I actually don't want too many people on the call because I just want to show the reverse engineering of Uber using event modeling. So how you use event-driven approaches to basically have an ability to integrate with other existing systems, understand your legacy code where the code base is too unruly to really get into your head. So how do you empirically start to look at state over time and users' intentions over time and use that as your model? So, by the way, there was a really good podcast that aired that was recorded a couple of months ago, maybe not a couple of months ago, maybe a month ago, or somewhere in that time area, with Scott Hanselman on the Hansel Minutes. So if you are interested in event modeling and how to easily introduce someone to concepts such as events, feel free to go to Hansel Minutes, Scott Hanselman's podcast. It's the latest episode, so put that in your backlog of something you can listen to while you get ready for work. I guess no one is commuting to work these days, so while you're going to bed or getting up in the morning, having your coffee, go ahead and do that. OBS seems to make me a little bit transparent, so let's see if I can play around with the chroma keys a little bit as well. Okay, so meetup.com. Let's see if we have the right link. Meetup.com. I don't see anyone in the waiting room, so let's just see if we have 23 people signed up. Let's make sure that we started the correct I think I was in the wrong one. I think I have a wrong meeting in here, so waiting for the meeting. Not sure why that's not starting. Meeting ID is not valid. Okay. Well, then I will edit that and I'll put in the proper link. I'll start this meeting again, and I'm going to edit the. I will edit the link. And let's see, share screen. Nope. Where's the invite? Participants, invite, copy link, invite. There we go. Just leave a comment in in the meetup.com. That way people can find this. Yeah, there's always a bit of an issue every time we try to coordinate the Zoom invite with the Meetup invite and update the Meetup to have the correct one. So many things to coordinate. And where did my tab go? Okay, I will organize this. Manage attendees, I guess I can't. So I'm just gonna add a comment. Zoom updated link is here. All right. This event was canceled. Oops, wrong one. Great. Let's delete this comment. Maybe actually it is. Maybe I was just looking at the wrong one here. Let's try and see if I have the right Meetup. Oh, I guess we didn't schedule one. Yeah, we did. I thought we did. Here is the Zoom link. See if we have people waiting in here. Let's try again. Okay, meeting invite's not valid. Interesting. Okay, so let's update that. It seems like so we'll start this one again. Join with computer audio. Invite people. Copy invite link. And now I'll just make a comment here. Okay. And I will correct this. So as we wait for people to come in, I'll just do a bit of house cleaning so that next week we have the proper Zoom link ready, so people can join and discuss. Let's see here. So next Friday is this one. Let's edit this event. This and all following, and let's just put in this link for. Hello everyone. Sorry about the confusion with the Zoom link. I changed it for the new one, so nice to have you here. Let me see if I can quickly edit the Zoom link for all upcoming ones here, so that we don't have this problem next week. Save changes. Good. So we're done. And yeah, great. And I think we're live on, yeah, we're live currently on YouTube. That's great. So we can get people in on that. Let's see, anyone have a chance to listen to the Hansel Minute podcast yet? Maybe you can't hear me on the Zoom. Let's just see if I have the mic going in. It seems like I am. It has my voice going. Perhaps it's the wrong microphone. Let's double check which microphone I have. No, I have the correct microphone. I can hear some people in the background, so it's good. So we're good to go. All right. Now for, I guess I can screen share what I'm doing. Maybe there's a monitor window that we can open up for OBS. You know what? Maybe I'll just see if I can share the OBS window. Share. This will be interesting. I'm wondering if people can see that. So that's basically the control center for OBS. I don't think I can resize. Or maybe I can. I don't know. I was hoping I would be able to resize which part of the window I could share, and that would make it kind of neat. But let's see, view, tools. I don't multi-screen view. Nope. Anyway, I'm still new to OBS. It's quite a powerful thing. I'm sure there's a way to take this feed and put it into the output stream for Zoom. Make that something that's shareable, but hopefully that works. Let's see if yeah, the stream's still live, so that's good. Alrighty, let's dive in then. For this meetup, what we're gonna do is reverse engineer the Uber application that everyone is familiar with. So we're gonna explore how an event-driven approach can start to help you with your certain problems, like maybe legacy code, like I said before, or reverse engineering a competitor as to what they do, but empirically, sort of like what the PC compatibles did in the 80s. They didn't have the rights to use the Intel chips and all sorts of things like that, so there's a way to reverse engineer chips. Like, we can do that for systems. So let's just see if I can open up share for or coordinate the screen so that I'm showing this window through OBS. I believe I can do that quite easily if I just add, so we have camera only, and then we have the scene. That allows us to see everything. Very nice. Okay, so that's the control studio. There's the camera only. If I duplicate this and I call it, let's say, our modeling screen, it's getting a bit of a, oh, Stephen's joining us. Hello, Stephen. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the meetup. Stephen works with us. He's one of our consultants and presents the workshops. Teaches a lot of stuff, so welcome.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Yeah, let's see if we can do some more exciting stuff with this format of using OBS today. I bet there's a bit of a lag in terms of the monitor that that we have here, but
It's a little trippy.
yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? So let's add a screen capture. Existing screen capture. Let's just use an existing screen capture. See, that's got screen capture of some sort. Maybe we'll just add another one. I don't want to screw stuff up. Yeah, OBS is kind of fun. So, Stephen, just to update you, we're going to be reverse engineering Uber using event modeling today.
Excellent.
Which will be a very fun. You know, actually, we don't need this new one, so I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to delete this one here, and I'm going to change the scene with sharing the proper window.
Will we be using ONote or Miro?
Um, we will be. I was thinking of using Ono, but I think because we have some graphical stuff for Uber, we're gonna go back to Miro. Just so we actually it's not. Shoot, pardon me. It's not a screen capture that I need. I guess I do need to have something else. Let's add another one here. Window capture. Yes, we do. Create new, and let's just make it the browser. Okay. Properties for browser. We don't want the desktop. We want event modeling Slack. Nope. Participants. This one here. Okay, cool. Okay. And just move that down. There, we can have a little headshot of me. Why am I not in the front? Video capture. There we go. Ta-da! Alright, so can everyone see that? Steve, all good?
Looks good.
You know, I was thinking, I wish that Zoom had a capture of, like a resizable capture, so I could just capture this output so that the Zoom participants wouldn't need to see desktop audio and all of those things. Shoot. We need to mute our notifications. Where are our notifications? Do not disturb. For 4 hours. Yeah, no more plings and all that. So let's look at a new area and think about our problem space first. Well, we kind of don't need to. We have a solution. We're reverse engineering the solution space of Uber. So let's zoom out and find some piece of canvas here. So this is the link to this. Some people have been editing stuff. Yikes. I need to clean this up, I guess. There's a lot of stuff in here. But yeah. Get some chats going. Oh, webcam plugin for OBS. Is that going to make a difference? I have the webcam pointing at me, and I think I'm doing things right.
I mean, you can when you download the webcam plugin, you can activate the OBS stream as a virtual webcam, and then you can use that virtual webcam in Zoom. So whatever you see
Oh,
in
right.
OBS.
Yeah, I read about this. I think they had some. I didn't want to go down that road because I think for Linux it's a couple of extra
But
steps.
I didn't try it on Mac. I think you have Mac. I tried it on Windows only.
Yeah, I have. This is not Mac. This is Linux. It's Kubuntu, so it probably needs a couple of steps. But I was going to do that. It's on the long list of things to do for me. So
It's all right.
yeah.
Here it's a little bit lagging, but it's fine. It's okay.
Okay. So hopefully, I think the actual video stream on. Oh, yikes! Did we not have this? Let's see. I thought we went live. Oh yeah, there we are. We're live here.
Yep, you're going live there. I got the notification actually.
Oh, good. Okay, great.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
All right, goody. So we have that going, and we can continue on. I'll find some room here. And just like we talked about in the podcast, this has been a lot of fun to do your planning for your company. So using event modeling to do planning. That was a lot of fun. I started doing that with another company. One of our partner companies was doing, their planning for the entire year. And wow, what clarity and how incredibly fast you can do a roadmap for your company. Yeah, it's quite fun. So it was really good. Anyway, oh, we have Andreas. Hello, Andreas. Nice to have you back. Nice to have had a bit of a break from the weekly meetup. Again, you'll notice that this meetup is now only once a week because we introduced the podcast. So I hope that'll allow us to diversify to a couple of different formats. So let's get going. First thing, in Miro at least, and again, we're using Miro instead of ONote because of the graphics that we're gonna need for showing the maps on Uber, right? So ONote is here just for reference. Definitely check out onote.com because this is the tool that will give you the guidance, kind of like your IDE for event modeling, so that you don't make mistakes. Go ahead and check that out. Huge shout out to Bobby, Cash, and all the other folks at ONote for putting in this incredible effort. But because we need some graphic stuff, and ONote doesn't have those graphics yet, we'll have to start here. So first thing we do is, I guess, draw some screens as to what we expect. You know, when we go through Uber, we have two actors. So we'll just add, in event modeling, we have two swim lanes. So we have what the users see on screens, and if it's some background process, we see a dashboard of some sort. I guess I want one user, not groups of users. So I'm using the icon finder, which is just a plugin that I guess scours the repository or the web for different users. So I'll just use this generic looking person for now. And maybe we'll zoom in a bit more if that's the natural size of the icons. We'll shrink down the phone screen. So you can go quite far back in terms of the interactions with the system. What should we start with, Steve? Andreas? Anything that we should start with? So we're going to have Bob, the driver.
You know, I like to start right in the middle.
Right,
Or-
the interesting part. Right, let's do that. That's really good.
So maybe you're actually in the car going for the ride.
Right. Hey, I wonder if I can do another... Stephen Elliott. You guys, interesting. So when I'm screen sharing, would it be useful if you guys just looked on the YouTube feed and I could stop screen sharing, or is what do you prefer? Because I'm wondering
Yeah,
if it's
that's
because then we could
YouTube
get
is
your
pretty
faces
smooth.
onto the stream as well, if you want.
Yeah, I'm looking on the Miro board and I'm following you there.
Oh, you're just looking at the Miro board. So you can look at the Miro board directly by the link, or you can look at the YouTube live stream, which I think might have like a 7-second delay. So that's the only problem there. I'll try to get rid of those delays. But there's yeah, I'll have to figure out, maybe there's a better thing than Zoom, something that'll allow us to get people's faces and whoever's talking. Maybe we'll try Jitsi next time. It would be nice to try it out. So, but anyway, I think for now no one's showing their cameras, which is great. We'll just keep it going the way it is. So we got Bob the driver, and then we have what's the good name for the actual passenger? And do we need? I guess we need to show, like, what's the true value, Stephen, of Uber? You know, you said you want to jump right into the middle. So what's the scenario that kind of is the most important thing for the workflow within Uber?
I guess well, finding your driver, getting your ride, going to your destination, and then the payment process at the end.
Is there a particular problem they solve with that? Because we had taxis doing that before, and Uber took over as the preferred way to do it, right?
It's cashless. No, that's kind of a
Cashless is good, but also the speed at which you get your stuff, like, you know, in New York, hailing a cab, you know, might take a long time or whatever. or just waiting for a cab when you call and you're
Y-
you're maybe not close to a major road. I certainly in
Yeah.
Vancouver where I live, it always took a long time to get a cab. You never knew where they were, you know, and they said they're going to be there in 5 minutes if you bothered to call in, and talk and ask the operator or the dispatcher for how long it's going to be. Um,
Great.
so
Uber has that transparency. You see exactly
so
where
the
the car is.
transparency's there, but also in terms of the competition between, the big problem with cabs was that they could say, you called in to go maybe across town, and they'd like to, they're not going to take that ride because they make more money making short trips downtown. So they don't want to have one long trip out of town, out of downtown core, and then have to basically get lucky to find the trip back, or ride all the way back without a fare to this what's it called, downtown area again, right? So that's kind
But
of
I guess
another.
what it boils down to is not only that you see on the map, but you get a more reliable ETA. So this
Yeah.
is not based on mere estimates by the driver, but kind of computer-aided ETAs.
Yeah.
More reliable than it was before.
And then of course there's the concurrency, right? The fact that I call in, or I want to get an Uber, and you're a couple of blocks away and you also want to get an Uber. We might be going to almost the same place or maybe not, but in terms of how they're dispatched and the concurrency, are we in a queue? The fact that Mary decided here, Mary the passenger is one of the passengers. Right. I think the competition for the actual service is part of it as well. No, that's done in a more fair way. That the drivers are subject to a rating system, right? That's another one. So we could get a lot of things going. So I will put in 4 users for now. We're gonna ignore administrators and anything on the maybe we'll not ignore them. We just won't use them right now. So we have Bob the driver, Mary the passenger, and then we're gonna have Joe the passenger, and Joe the passenger, and then we're gonna have Bob and Jim as the 2 drivers. And if you're used to traditional user stories and things like that, you can start by writing at the top what's going on in terms of sentences at the top. I found this kind of helps as well. So we have Jim and Bob. If they combine their services, they'll be called Jim Bob services. So we can start to sort of coordinate these folks, and of course we may have, oops, I don't want that. We may also have some administrators that are operating Uber and customer service reps. Let's just call that all administration. So we're gonna have Uder what's the proper spelling of Uder? Andreas, you're German. Uder the admin. Is it two? It's not 2 T's, is it?
I don't know that name.
You don't know? Oh, it's from a Simpsons character, a German foreign exchange student, Uder. Anyway, so.
Yeah, it was a Bavarian guy, but.
But the wrong name is just a fictitious name. It's not a real German name.
Maybe a Bavarian one.
Maybe are you casting shade on Bavarians?
Did you notice?
Did I?
Oops.
We like to have fun here, don't we? So, Stephen, thank you for adding something. We're not doing the events yet. We're going to start with the screen. So that we'll add the timeline.
Screen.
Oh, it's a screen. Okay, good.
Oh, it's gonna be.
It's gonna be. Okay, continue on. Thank you for participating. By the way, if you want Steve's help in event modeling, he is part of the crew delivering the workshops and also implementations of event sourced systems.
I just had to add a couple slices to a client's project today, and
Nice.
haven't looked at it in a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But come back to that big event model that we have, and this takes 2 seconds to add a new feature. It's so nice.
Yeah, and you can trace the impact of that feature immediately, which is also a bigger nice in my books because I remember getting things handed to me as requirements change later and really not having the idea and context and how far the side effects of that change are going to go. So it's really good. So that's where the events go, just for people's reference. But we're going to focus on, as we do the Uber workflow, we're going to focus on these 5 actors. I think the admin at the top is not going to be at play yet. We're going to look at the core piece that we have. Maybe we can do a map. Let's see if we can do a small little map. City map. Where that's wow, that's not a lot of icons for city map. I thought there'd be more. Let's just try map. Okay, we'll have a bunch of pins. Oh, this one's nice. Do you think you can use this? Steven, look what I put on there for you.
Oh wow, that's nice. The treasure map.
Yeah. I was hoping that there's a street map here. Oh, maybe street map. So, yeah. You can get very creative here. Because of the visual part, you can really tell a story with the visual aspects of the screens. Yes, street, just street, let's see, street map. Is that one word? It is, but I doubt that they would have anything of importance there.
By the way, Adam, is it by intention that we see parts of your OBS surface
In Zoom?
on the Zoom?
Probably. On the Zoom, yeah, I have, I'm sharing, right? So, yeah, you see my stuff, right? On, like, the desktop browser screen
the scene
capture.
sources, audio mixer.
Yeah, it's the reason, yeah, I was kind of going over that before you joined, and I'm going to refine all this, obviously, but just for now, I wanted the Zoom, people that are on the Zoom call to actually see what I'm doing.
Okay.
So that you know, you kind of have context. Otherwise, you have to kind of open up the YouTube stream to see it, which, you know, is not ideal. But I'm also wondering, since I'm wondering if there's another way to share the link so that you can open it up in something else like VLC or whatever. Anyway, lots of questions on how to improve it, and I think Adrian does a lot of Twitch streaming, and he's kind of got this down to a science. And he recently put together like a 10-part series of how he set up OBS. I think it includes Linux, Mac, and Windows. So he's done a really good job, and he's been streaming on Twitch for over a year now, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, sorry, it kind of looks lousy, but at least you see what's going on, and you can see if
Yeah, sure.
yeah.
Just wanted to mention.
I could
forgot to add.
stop this screencast, but then you wouldn't see me because I'm using a camera for OBS. So I'd speaking of which, I can also use my cell phone as a camera. There's a really good app for using over Wi-Fi or even
Yes,
through.
EpoCam got really good.
Yeah, so you know, I think next time
Very,
that's
very
what I'm gonna
adaptable.
do is for the Zoom call. Well, I might as well just call in, I guess, as well. There's another way to do it, is just add another call to the Zoom call and set up my phone on a stand. I guess there's a whole bunch of stuff I could clip it onto. Could clip it onto just beside the video camera here, and that would work. So anyway, we'll experiment with that on Monday. when we do the podcast. By the way, I'm gonna
Yeah, I
have.
don't know. With Linux, it might be that you still need to compile OBS by yourself to use the virtual cam plugin. For Mac, finally they got it into the core version, but I guess
I
this
don't
is
think
what you
you
would
do. I don't
want.
think there's anything to. I was looking at it recently. We actually talked about it a little bit. We didn't.
Yeah,
You don't need to. I think it's an add-in now, so
yeah.
it should
But okay,
be.
sorry, I did not want to distract so much. There's
No,
lots
that's
of
okay. It's it's a meetup, right? So the distractions are welcome because it's more informal, and we want to have a very welcoming environment where we can get distracted and for a few minutes to talk about something. Um, yeah, so all of that will be able to handle distraction topics. We want to be very welcoming and talk about things. And it is a Friday, so we don't want to be too strict. We want to kind of relax a bit, and if we want to chat about something, we can do it. We have 2 hours. It's a long time. And then get back to the task at hand later. People like Steve that are go-getters, they will continue to work behind the scenes while we catch up on other things.
Oh, I'm just happy to. This is kind of a fun little space to explore with the
Yeah,
event model.
it is, and for maybe once a month we'll have more of a social one to kind of finish things up at after the 2 hour meetup. Maybe play some fun social games. I know people need more interactions with the lockdowns around the world, so that should be fun as well. And we have a question actually for about the workshop that's coming up in January. We'll be sending out some emails about the prerequisites. So we have some repos that people can clone. We have virtual machines that are ready to go for development, so that you don't have to wrestle with your own machine to get it to a state of being able to compile stuff. And we're refining that to have even easier ways to interact with the code, like online editors and things like that, that plug into proper build systems, and you can experiment with your changes. So that's all coming up. So I think that was Ashith, you were asking that. So hang on tight. It's coming up. We'll send it as soon as possible. Steven most likely has the links to the most current stacks that we're using for those exercises. So those will be out shortly. But rest assured that you will have plenty of time to set up, and there'll be plenty of time to go through all of that, all of the material, and interact with the instructors after the workshop is done as well. So don't worry on missing out and not being ready. We will send out preparations, but also we will continue to. Yeah. So it's 4 hours. We have 4 hours each day, 2 days. So it's split into 2 days, and but we do generally not just stop right at right at 4. Usually, people that need more instruction can stick around, and of course, we open up our channels to continue more discussions after. So we certainly don't. It's we could have it all day, but then people say, well, I don't have enough time to dedicate an entire day. So it's a tricky thing to balance, and I guess with the previous large workshop, it was really tough for people to find time away from work and family to attend, full-time course for an entire week. So we keep it down to 4 hours, and that way it's a more concentrated effort because the material is prepared. But if you do need to continue to finish the exercises, of course we have the ability to stay online and continue to interact, or via email or via Slack or other avenues. So depending, Ashith, it really depends on you whether you need a full day, and or if you're going to be fine with the 4 hours. So we're flexible. Some people may need extra introductions and into different topics. So we'll definitely address those issues if you have anything that jumps out at you. But we have multiple stacks that we're going to be using. So .NET, Kotlin, Python. So you'll have plenty of material to pick so that you understand each concept. Wow, Stephen, this is awesome. I guess you don't like my map.
No, I can't actually move it. It's seemed to be locked to you.
Oh, I
Tried to
probably had
invite
it
it.
selected. Here, I'll move it out of the
Oh,
way.
maybe. That's okay. All good.
What happened with these these people? Did you erase them?
Weird. I see them on my screen, but I don't see them on yours.
Oh, weird.
Oh, they're there. Now they're doubled up on mine. This is really
Really?
strange.
Maybe
Yeah.
I should just refresh. Let me
Yeah,
refresh
maybe.
my screen.
There's a bug in the matrix or glitch.
Well, that's an interesting topic because ONote is using CRDTs to coordinate the collaboration between different people's desktops, so that it's nice and coordinated, kind of like editing a Google Doc. And they don't, I mean, there's some issues with that, obviously, to make sure that it's not too chatty and all those things, and that the changes that each person does on their screens is compatible, with the changes that someone else has. But I think Miro, because it's a general purpose whiteboard, is going to have a bit of a tougher time because there is no opinion as to what information is, what information is more important than other information. Oh my goodness, this is really large. Okay, here we go. There we are. I have found the spot. Let's see if it actually loads up again properly. Did you erase the extras, Steve? Yeah, I see you are. I will erase them. They did appear properly now. So my apologies for doubling them up. There's something on my end.
Actually, over there, I'm gonna make Jim's a 5-star driver because you can rate people. Bob's a 1-star driver. Just like Mary's the 5-star passenger and Joe's a not very good passenger.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. So, what is your destination? Okay, 2 minutes. I think we need to slice these up a little bit into steps. I kind of want to go a little bit more fine-grained on these. I'm going to just move them over to the
Yeah,
side.
I'm just doing it really, really granular to start, or really broad.
Opposite of granular. Yeah.
One slice system.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess it's kind of like where you're getting the most value, those critical moments just before you need to call, an Uber, and then another critical moment kind of when you want to, get into the Uber vehicle, and then when you get out and pay and tip and all that. And then the other important part is on the driver side, that they have accept and I'm not sure if they have accept deny. I never drove an Uber.
I'm just thinking, like, I've been just for fun. There's a similar sort of app like this called Instacart where you can deliver groceries. You can actually accept that an order comes in. You can accept it or deny it. And I just imagine it may be something like that. I don't know if you can actually deny.
Hey, here's a product idea. Imagine having a refrigeration truck, and then you drive around suburbs, and you kind of show what you have in your inventory. And people just say, hey, I'm home, you can drop it off right now, I'll buy 2 eggs. I just noticed 2 eggs. Because with other delivery things, you kind of have to plan, like you plan for what you want delivered next Monday, and then like you better have used up all your eggs because they're gonna go bad, right?
So just tech version of the ice cream cart.
Yeah, but just imagine having a refrigerated truck that can drive around neighborhoods, especially if it's electric, right? So it's like environmentally nice and all that. And you drive around and you can get something fresh, like from the bakery, mobile bakery. It drives up and down in around certain neighborhoods, and it just shows where it's going to be. And if you sign up, it's going to show that there's some fresh eggs passing by, around 9:30 on your street. Did you want them to be dropped off on your porch? I'm like, yeah, I'll be around. Cool. Let's have them dropped off on the porch and I'll pay right now. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, that sounds nice. I mean, those maybe not refrigerated, but bakery
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing.
Yeah,
that
fresh
existed for
bakery, right?
years, right?
Oh,
But
wouldn't that
that,
be nice that at 6 a.m. you get a notification on your phone that
yeah.
bread has arrived. It
We
might
got
be in a
that
nice.
kind of since ever in Germany, but without the new possibilities, right? To
Mm-hmm. It's
uh,
so nice as well during COVID, right? Because now you don't, it reduces the load on grocery stores. It reduces the middleman kind of thing. So, and companies can, "Hey, you know what? Let's do that. Let's make that a system that we raise money for and kind of do the Meals on Wheels for neighborhoods." You could earn quite a bit as an Uber driver, right? So an Uber driver can go offline and, in the morning at 6 a.m., I'm going to be the bakery driver. And that sounds pretty fun. I'm sure it's been thought of. Like, these ideas are not new. I think Greg Young was talking about, in transit stuff, that there's some types of inventory that never actually make it to a warehouse because it's inefficient to ever have them in a warehouse. And so, regardless of what's going on, just imagine you're preparing breakfast one morning and you say like, I'm out of eggs, and then you look at where the delivery system is, and you can make a special request if it's already past your house and say, hey, if you come back and drop some extra eggs here, I noticed you just passed by. There's an extra $5 in it for you because I had this planned and I need to, make this meal for my family. Pretty cool.
that sounds really nice.
Yeah. So Amazon Fresh does something similar. Yeah, I mean, Amazon has, put the sort of scientific approach to delivery, but they certainly, aren't only doing food, right? So we'll see. Maybe that would be interesting. And the other thing that I'd like to do is not have apps, but piggyback off of Facebook Messenger or any other kind of Signal or Telegram or any other kind of communication lines that people already use, and not require any app to be installed. Right? That's one of the pet peeves, is that I don't want to have. I look at my phone and all the apps that are installed, just, oh my gosh, I really don't need that. I'd rather just have another contact, either through SMS or email or other chat application, where I interface entirely through a bot. So if I need eggs, I can say, delivery guy, do you have eggs? And I just get a link to their current delivery status and all that. Kind of how you go to your electric
The
companies.
real-time inventory on that truck.
Yeah, say, what do you have? What do you have available today? Oh, you do have eggs still. Cool.
Show me what you got.
Yeah. And, maybe at 10 o'clock, the bakery has a sale because we still have these types of breads, and they're going to be sold tomorrow for half price because they're not as fresh. But today, we'll give you 40% off if you want these right now. So I know that Germany has that system. I forget what it's called, for restaurants that have extra food at the end. Andreas, are you familiar with that system? I think Hamburg has it and a few others, where it's called like cheap eats or something, where at the end of the day at like 9 p.m. a restaurant can advertise some very cheap meals because they pre-cooked soup or something, and you can go pick it up for like half the price. Does that sound familiar to you?
Yeah, there's those places where they share those foods are called Tafel,
Right.
where the poor people can go to.
No, I thought it
and
wasn't a poor person only. It was like for regular customers. You could just go by a restaurant, and at 9 or 10 p.m., if you don't mind eating late, they could advertise. Shoot, I wish I remembered the name of the service. Maybe it's not profitable. Maybe they're gone now. Who knows? All right. Well, that's exciting to be talking about all these cool ideas. But let's see if we can finish this. So, Stephen, where would you like to start? Maybe walk us through what's going
Well,
on here.
so I just have one sort of flow here. There's the Mary's got her destination, Mars, and the driver 2 minutes away, and she can choose the cheap one or the expensive one, like a nice car or just a little car. And then as soon as she clicks that, the driver here, Jim, gets a notification. Mary wants a ride. She's got 5 stars, and it's 2 minutes. 2 minutes to get to her. Then both of them see kind of an en route once they're all picked up. So there's that step between where he arrives, where there'd be a screen like your driver's here, or something like that, and for the driver's perspective, he'd maybe like start the ride or like start transport. If I
Right.
just jump ahead right away to you are en route, and here's like the map of where you are and how long till you get there.
Okay, well that's good
That's
enough.
what I
So
would,
we see that.
stretch it.
But then now we can fan out as to what happens to all of these things as well. Because at some point beforehand, Jim needs to say that he's available now,
Oh yeah, yeah.
right? So I'm just going to add that. By the way, nice buttons. Well done. Accept. Start
Oh,
shift.
those cool features. You just keep discovering more in Mural. I like how graphical and easy it is on the eyeballs.
Yeah, so you can start to see that this Jim starts their shift, right? And I don't know if they can say what area they're in or what area they want to be in. I guess it's just distance, right? So they do have like their GPS and all that. But let's continue to look at the fact that Bob also starts their shift shortly after, and show why, Bob wasn't chosen, right? Because he wasn't closer, or maybe he had the other, maybe he had a nicer car, right? The more expensive one.
Yeah, could be.
So we can choose, something else for that. So here we go. I'll just add, just as a marker, I think we can show at the beginning, that they sign up, economy car. That was the landing page they came in when they searched for, jobs as delivery drivers. Economy car sign up. Here we will have, what is it? Sign up. And good. Okay, so that's that. What else do you want to show, Stephen, in terms of?
Well, sign up is every single site has a sign up. What's special about Uber is all these other pieces in the middle.
Right. I just want to. I'm putting it here because it matters what kind of car you
Sorry.
have, right? So.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay.
Right. That's why this person didn't get chosen. It's simply not because of distance. We may have to have another economy car person added up here and show that they're somewhere else on the map. So maybe it's worthwhile to make a little map that we can edit, because I think a lot of the solution space requires, actually making, it's going to be kind of tough to draw. So I'm going to draw the little map first with the streets, and then put the thing over. So a little grid like this that kind of shows a map looking sideways will be.
Oh, nice 3D.
Yeah, and then we can just put that little drop thingy, the little droplet, little pin, right? Maybe find a little pin. I think there's a pin icon that you can find, the icon finder, and then we can show that someone is further away. You can just reuse this little thing in all these screens and shrink it down. Yeah, maybe make it maybe make it smaller. And is there a different color one for like for the passenger or destination start. I don't know. Is there different color ones of those things? It'd be kind of neat to have a little
Yeah.
bit of a format. It's kind of our ubiquitous language. Blue is like where it finishes, you know, or where it starts. Red is where it stops. Green is where the passenger is sitting, right? So that could be kind of fun. Now, the other fun thing about Uber, obviously, is watching the cars go by. So we have that GPS updater, right? The interesting thing about the Amazon Fresh, by the way, Ashith, is that people are they want to support local. They're kind of rebelling against Amazon. So if there was a very thin service that could be deployed in some sort of a decentralized way where maybe a local store or a collection of stores could own maybe a DigitalOcean droplet, and they could kind of have an area of town that they could just have, pay one Uber driver to do that, and they could share in the profits to get them through these tough times. That'd be kind of neat. So many things to do and so little time in the day, Let's hey
Right.
Steven, let's make one that we could copy over and over first with all the different icons.
Yeah, I'm
And
trying to find where you are dot in the icon finder here,
I think it's just
something-
pin. Can we just use pins?
another pin.
Location pin. Pin. I see it. I see the problem. There's a lot of pins to choose from.
Yeah.
Here's there's a question mark. Okay, they're getting pretty fancy. Maybe you know what? Let's just draw one, because then we can change the color. You can't change the color of that thing, can you? That's not good. I'm just gonna make one. It's not hard to draw a pin. I'll draw one and I'll group it together, and I hope that we can change the color of it. I'll draw it. Is it shift? Yeah, shift saves the. I'll resize it later. So we can make a blue one. Oops. This we want blue as well. And then the line here. I don't want that kind of thing. Let's see. Yeah, that's gonna start to attach to different things. So let's use a rectangle. Zoom in. Maybe even triangle. Yeah, triangle will be good. And we'll flip it around. Look at that. Hey, how come I can't snap to 90-degree angles? Oh, there we go. I think that did it. Did it? Come on. Is it shift? Can you change the color of that? I guess they don't have like smart shapes or things like that, right? Here. I'll
Not
just...
those.
No. I don't know, but...
Not good.
I don't know. Well, weird. Why did it do that? I want to group it together and see if we can...
You want a custom pin?
Yeah, I think so. The reason I want it is that so I can change the change the color, because I think I should be able to change the color if I have these grouped. I know what I need to do. To change the color, I think I need to have the outline as nothing. And
You can change the color here. Which color do you want?
oh, really? Which one is that?
Wireframes.
Oh, in wireframes.
Yeah, at the same place where the buttons are.
Yeah, I think the reason I
mean-
don't like the wireframes because that's part of the Pro thing. So if you're a regular user and you're trying to do this on your own Miro, you won't be able to do wireframes unless you start to pay for the more expensive
okay.
plan. And I don't like to impose, that on people. Hey, look at that. It does work. So this
Right.
will be without fancy stuff. It's kind of ugly though, right? But whatever. It's a pin.
Beautiful pin there, Adam.
Thank you. I made it myself. All right. So, woohoo! There we have Mary here. And now we can take these and just duplicate them. Oh, my son is back from school. He has photography as a class, so he always brings in his camera when he's done for the day. It's pretty cool that these days you can get like photography as a course. I wish they had that when I was going to school. I mean, you had it as an option for like after school things of interest, but you couldn't take it for credit, I guess, and stuff like that. So, purple pin. What do you think? You,
That represents you. the
driver,
or your
driver,
perspective.
driver. But I don't know. Do we want? I think I want destination. How many different types of pins do we have? Destination. This is our ubiquitous language, right? So every time that we see something on the screen, driver. So that's where we are. I think the little car. Actually, let's not make it too complicated. So we're not gonna have the car facing the right way and all that. The fancy little UI that they do. We're just gonna have like a little trail of where the path is, and then yeah, I don't know if we want Mary. We don't want that. I don't think we want that. So driver, destination, pickup, pickup, passenger. Passenger. Whoa, what did I do? Hit some sort of shortcut. So pickup, we have destination, we have passenger location, so passenger. I guess we should have more basic colors, maybe orange. Orange is nice. Is there a darker orange? That's red. Why is this orange not dark enough? A little redder. That's more orange. That's better. Maybe it's just my screen adjustment. So is that enough pins, Steve?
I think that's enough pins.
Okay. The reason I wanted them there is that so that we have like one place to just get all this stuff, and use it for all the scenes, right? So here's our kind of little set of things we can use. I'm not sure if it's worthwhile to group them. Maybe it is, so that it's easy to move them around. Kind of organize them like this so they're kind of aligned. Let's just align them so we have some. Should be taking like a design course. I love design. I love art, and I should have done more with that in my career, I think. I like it. Would have gone in perfectly with event modeling. Because I think a lot of times when we do these event model things, people are happy because they like the fad of the sticky notes. Sticky note stuff is great and all, but kind of misses the UI portions of it. Great. So there's some weirdness with. Why is that doing that? I want it to be aligned to the text. Whatever. So I think, yeah, pickup is this one, destination is this one, passenger is blue, driver is that. I don't know. Alrighty, that's good enough, I think. Oops, why did that happen? Double clicking does the last shape. Oh, that's kind of cool. You can make like a forest of things. Oh yeah, neat. I don't know, double clicking in a spot just creates whatever you created last. You learn something new every day.
Really?
Yeah. Neat, huh? Whatever you created last, you just double click and it'll create that again. Neato. Alright, so now...
Doesn't work for me.
Really? It worked for me. Maybe it depends on the shape type. Maybe it has to be a specific shape that you drew. But double clicking for me just made like... the last thing I drew was a triangle.
Okay.
What is going on
Maybe it
here?
works,
Why
yeah.
do I not have... Really? Look at that. That's really annoying. Whatever, I'll just duplicate the last thing. There's some quirks about Miro that I hate. That's just not good for everything. And some things are changing for who knows what reason. Pickup. I thought that was a group as well. Okay, whatever. Okay, now I can't change the color. Oh, great. Why is this not grouped? That was supposed to be grouped. Oh my gosh. Yeah, see the grouping stuff is... there's no layers and there's no grouping, so definitely Miro is good for some things. Oh, that's good. There's a little filter thing. Maybe I just don't know how to use it. Let's try that again. Okay. Duplicate. See, there's this filter here. I didn't know that I could do this, and now I can pick this up. Oh, that's pickup. Sorry, I already have pickup. What was the last thing? Passenger, right. And passenger was gonna be blue. Sorry, that's passenger. Alright. Oh, look at that. This looks really nice.
I just started putting the maps in everywhere.
So here's the other thing I want to do with the maps. I actually want to have this, before we get going on this, I want this overlay to be... why is it doing that? How do you group these things? Do I have to do this and then... Oh, there. See, now this shows up. Sometimes it doesn't show up. Which is very bizarre. But now I can just do the type. I want the little dots. And then I want the... Oops, not the size. I want the opacity to be... I want them to be just not that gray. I want them to be maybe this gray. The reason I want that, Steve, is I want to be able to overlay, you know, a proper line for just drawing on top of it. Maybe just a slightly thicker line like this. and make it black so that we see that. And did we group this together yet? Okay, let's see. Group. Where's the thing? Where's the menu? Oh my gosh. Oh, there it is. That is grouped. Okay. Great. Good, good, good. So now if you like draw something, it would be kind of like this. Ooh, I know. Even better. I think we can do this pen. Let's see if the pen works. What is this? What's the green thing? Oh, thickness. Oh, you can select how many different pens you have. That's kind of cool. Lasso, eraser, smart drawing. Let's see smart drawing. Circle, parallelogram, connection line, erase. Rectangle. I don't know if connection lines are gonna work. Oh, that's just smart drawing. Okay, well, let's see. If I draw this. Hey, that's kind of cool. Alright. What? It erased something. Is there like a fill? Oh, it's making a shape. No, it's showing now. Something happened. Okay. I think I might have something to do with Firefox and Miro not being compatible. So the smart drawing is here. Do you see, Stephen?
Yeah.
It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of clumsy. I don't know if I can, like...
Or you want the smart drawing to make the straight lines?
Yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
I think it only does it when it thinks you drew a shape. So I think if I close it... Really? Oh, I'm not smart drawing. Huh. So maybe I don't know how to define smart drawing. If it depends on the thickness.
For me it works.
Well, now it worked. The heck? Why is it not working for me? Yeah, but it's not going to do diagonals. So I think a big mistake with the map is to having made it in diagonals.
It does?
Yeah, so yeah, I think I'm just going to make a...
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's not going to do diagonals, and I think... I wonder if you have snap to grid. Show grid, snap objects, navigation mode. It has snap objects and show grid, but there's no snap to grid, because that would be helpful as well. Alright, well...
Oops. No.
So I think we're going to have to move away from the diagonal, unfortunately. Ho-hum.
I mean, that'll do it as well, right? It don't need to be...
I mean, it looks nice to have it 3D like that, but it's going to cause problems, so I don't want it to cause problems. If we can have smart drawing actually create the paths. I can make a grid much faster this way. Just do it like this. And duplicate all that, then rotate it like that. And just move it over. Boop. 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 Yeah, that'll do. Okay, much better grid. So we can probably draw smart shapes on top of this. Steven, what do you think?
It feels much better for the eyeballs.
The grid like this?
Yeah, just 2-dimensional.
You mean not 3D?
Yeah, we can do that on the next iteration of the Uber engineering.
I think I need to make these smaller. Is there a problem with these? Oh, they kind of came apart. Or is that just my resizing? Ugh. Yuck. Why did it not keep the proportions? See, they look nice here. Well, whatever. Fine. So if I want to do a smart drawing, smart drawing, I guess I can do red. From here to here. Oh, great. Why did I have this style of... Okay, well... do a gray one, sure. I gotta send this to the back, or bring these to the front, actually. It's probably better to bring these to the front. Page up, right? Yep. And
Very nice.
is that good?
Yeah.
Okay. This is too in your face gray. Needs to be darker. There, now it's a little more legible. Okay. I'm happy with something like that. Now you can play with that. Duplicate a few of them. And edit to what people see when, right? Is that good?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so
good.
where do we put them? Because I think at the beginning, oh, that's not good.
There's already placeholders for them on a few of these screens.
Yeah, I guess we just have to either make those larger or these smaller. I think the pins will break because I didn't make them well
I
enough.
shrinked it down quite a bit, and it looks good.
Yeah, the pin doesn't fall apart?
No.
Okay. Because,
If
oh, I
make
know
it
what else we're
bigger.
missing here. I know what we're missing. We also need to, you know, show the path that the person has to walk to their pickup because, you know, if they're in a park or something like that, then they'll have, you know, ways to walk. Maybe there's a wall here and they have to walk around. So they'll have to walk like that. And that's... maybe do that to be green. Maybe green. So I guess this is the middle of the workflow, right? And from that we can delete some things as this forms, right? Because at the beginning you kind of have a map, you know, with just where you are, kind of thing.
Yeah, and then all the cars floating around, drivers that are nearby.
Well, I think that's fake. I don't think that's actually the drivers, no? Do you think that's actually the drivers, or is that just a little simulation to make you feel good that the Uber thing's connected? I always wondered.
I don't know, because sometimes, like when it first started up, there was like one car, and it would show that the arrival of that driver would be like 20 minutes, and now you see like a bunch all over the place. So I don't know.
Yeah, but I never actually see one of them get picked. I see the cars traveling around. Maybe it's a visual cue, like how, as to how.
Oh, just how many drivers they got out or something like that.
Yeah, because every time I actually get something accepted, it just goes to a black screen now, like searching for your driver. You don't actually see anything on your screen right now when you're waiting. So I'm not sure. I think it might have changed. Maybe they don't do that anymore. I actually forgot. Oh, look at these things.
I should order an Uber to go across the street just to see. Yeah, it doesn't really scale down so well, that dotted line.
Well, the dotted lines are whatever. It's fine. And yeah, these guys too. Yeah, they're like really large dots. All right. Nice and colorful. Now, don't they also have like a little timing thing, like 2 minutes or whatever? 2 minutes away, all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, when you're ordering a drive or a ride, but that'd be on a different screen.
Yeah. Okay, so get rid of that, or just copy it. So we have a couple of those, and I guess when you start the shift, you don't see any of this. You just kind of see where you are. So these go away. I guess you don't see yourself as driver. We can edit that later. Mary the passenger, what is your ETA? So we missed the part where she puts together, like, searches where she wants to go. Right?
It is part of the flow, but yeah.
She has to choose her destination. Choose your destination. What is your destination, Mars? I guess we just need to replace that with the map. Well, we have 2 ways. Isn't there like 3 ways to pick your destination? You just type in the business name and it searches for you and gets the address that way. You can drop a pin, or you can type in an arbitrary address, right? Not connected to a business, just a street address or an intersection, right? Isn't that the way it works?
Yeah, basically.
They really beefed it up. Like, it's quite smart what it does, right? As far as I know. Okay.
I'll try it right now.
I wanted to kind of go off our memory, but that's cool. Oh, that's part of the text here. Oh, I see.
Yeah, their UI is really nice. Oh, I got 50% off right now. I should go for a drive.
Just because you're bored at home, just go and call an
Go to
Uber
the
around
office
the
and come
block.
back.
Take the scenic route, driver. Add you can add a stop. So you just add a stop to like some convenience store, so you can buy yourself some beef jerky, and then hop back in and go back home.
It's
I
crazy
guess a lot
about
of people do that, right? They would book an Uber to a destination to pick something up, and then they'd get back into the same one and get home.
yeah, maybe yeah.
I've never done that. I never knew how long I was going to be somewhere, so. Okay. So here we have. Oh, so there's the other thing, is that your pickup spot is the second part that we're missing, right? Because you gotta say where you are. What is your
Well, it
destination?
knows where you are, or you can tell it.
Well,
what
let's
you
just split it up into 2 steps. I mean, the nice thing here is that we kind of see exactly what we want to happen. So on this one, we don't have this. We don't have a driver yet. So those paths are gone. We don't have a destination yet. We know where we are. We don't know where we want to get picked up yet. So all these things are gone. But then when we, first choose destination, we get to that point. We don't have a driver's ETA. We just say pick type, driver type. Pick type of car. Right. We have the destination. Or maybe no. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself here. We need one more screen here. Oops. What's the screen in between here? There's like a small piece where we have we don't pick the type of car here, we pick the destination. Now we pick the pickup spot. Choose pickup spot. Yeah, because you can get your destination in, and you're going to be walking across the mall or something, so you want to pick up get in the car on another side. So we don't have the driver yet here. So we don't have that route yet. We don't have. Oh, we did we got the destination. Choose pickup spot. Right, so we still don't have this on this screen yet. But we have our destination. Now we picked up this. We chose the pickup spot. So now we have this. Oh, hey, there's overweight David Suzuki. Brilliant.
The driver's picture.
Oh dear, that's very good. Thank you.
I thought we could put him to good use.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so now we pick the type of car. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Actually, I shouldn't have erased that other one. Kind of hard to get used to preemptively making a copy of the thing and then adjusting it. Just erased the good version of that map. All right, Steve Areno, what do you think of this? I think think we just need to delete this and move this. Duplicate, because I think this is the complete kind of start of the meetup, because now the go meet your driver kind of thing, we no longer have these things. Driver found. Do you want to combine these two screens?
Yeah, that would work. Yeah, because that's where you got the information. Look for this car and this license plate.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
All right,
Although
Jim. Jim looks like David Suzuki for some reason. Is it David Suzuki? I don't know.
You can actually change his name to David.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
David it is. That's too funny. Oh my god. I'm actually gonna change
Someone commented on the live stream too.
Oh yeah?
The
What did they
Uter
say?
marker.
Hey?
How to spell Uter?
Oh yeah? Oh, is that correct now?
Yeah, apparently.
Okay,
I haven't
Uter.
Googled it. Check it out.
Well, why don't we just put a picture of Uter in there?
Exactly.
I'll find it.
Right here.
Uter Simpsons. There he is. I begged you to look at mine first. I begged you. Remember that? The diorama Rama. Uter's exhibit was a chocolate diorama, and they get to it and they pull the cover off, and it's empty with just chocolate stains, and Uter is standing there with his head hung in shame. He says, well, but this is just an empty box. He says, I begged you to look at mine first. I begged you.
We got him in there now. Actually, this bed model is really coming alive here.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll just... I didn't know he had a last name. That's kind of cool. I didn't know Uter had a last name. Oh, we already did it. So fast.
Yeah, there's the image search built into...
Oh, you just used that.
Yeah.
I don't know if mine worked. Sometimes it didn't. Did it work for you? Last time I tried this, it didn't work. Oh,
Yeah,
it does
sometimes
work.
It's like their integrations.
Yeah, the integrations are sometimes spotty. I think one time the icon search didn't work for me, and I had to use Google Images instead. So, yeah, I begged you to look at mine first. I begged you. I guess he's got nothing to do yet. So, there it is. Diorama-rama. Now, Andreas, have you seen this episode?
Like he left here.
Oh, he did. Okay. People are done. Okay, so I guess we'll pick it up next time, because it's we've been on for an hour and a half.
Make some lunch here. Talk to Sir Anthony at 2.
Yep. Is he back in town today?
He's commuting to Vancouver today. He's
Okay.
on the road.
Alrighty.
So probably almost back.
Alrighty. So next time we're going to actually put in the events. I think we got a good...
Next time is our workshop.
Oh, right.
Next Friday.
Yeah. Well, we'll probably push this to be after our workshop as a fun activity to apply some of our stuff. So we'll
just
glue
carry
it
on with
together.
this.
I'm surprised that people still watching the stream. This is great.
There was just the last time I checked, there's 8 people on.
Oh yeah, there is 8 people. Cool, nice. And this is not really highly publicized. I didn't even bother tweeting about it. So next time we'll tweet about it and probably push this to be after. Oh, Whoa.
Yeah, some guy, Ivan Rainbolt, commented that it was Uter Zorker is the Simpsons character. That's where I got it from.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you subscribe to this channel, you get the updates. You get a notification that it's whenever it goes live. And that's how
Sweet.
I realize that you're going on the air here.
Yeah. The what's it called? The podcast should be working that way again, but I forgot you needed that 24-hour thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So tried to stream to the new podcast channel during the podcast, and it said cannot do that. So I have to move that recording to the podcast channel, and yeah. But anywho, all right, Mr. Steve Areno, I'm gonna go eat some lunch. Thank you, everyone,
Thank you.
for joining. We'll continue on with the event side of reverse engineering Uber with Uter and David next time. Maybe we should find a better passenger for Mary. We'll figure out something. Yeah.
You guys like and subscribe too. You'll get notified whenever this channel
Yes,
comes on.
please subscribe to the channel. That'd be really nice. Generally, those announcements about subscription are kind of done at the beginning, but YouTube,
Yeah.
I think YouTube Editor, you can just insert like overlays to have some message in the middle. So like, 10 seconds in, it says like and subscribe, and
Oh,
I'm
can you
not
do a lot
sure.
of editing stuff like that? I've
I think
never
you can do it online. Yeah, I'm no YouTube pro, obviously, so but we'll slowly add those things on. The important thing is people are getting event-driven thinking and learning about just how easy it is to do it. So thank you, Steve, for your
Yeah.
help, and
That's fun.
we'll
Do it, yeah,
see
next
you
time.
on Monday. Yeah, we'll do it on Monday.
Bye.
The podcast. Ciao. I'll stop sharing. All right. So thank you, everyone, for sticking around till the end. We'll cut the stream off now, and we'll see you next week. On Monday is the podcast, and next Friday is a continuation for the meetup where you can participate in all of this stuff. So thanks again, and see you next time. Bye.